Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on GrowGeneration. I've been trying to do some updates on a lot of the MJ stocks that I have, and this is another one that kind of pertains to them in the hydroponics. You can see what they were doing last July. That's just crazy. Almost a year ago it was 51.48. Now it's 3.78. So down over 91% in the last year. So again, this is GrowGeneration, ticker GRWG. I've talked about this one several times. I'll link those videos in the description. You can see what they've done over the last year. In the last 3 months, down over 60%. And dip there. Over the last month, they're down 28.5%. Here in the past week, they're actually up almost 1%. And here's a look at what it's doing today. So $4 range, it broke through the fours and came back down. So if you don't know much about this one, it's like I said, engages in retail and hydroponic and organic specialty gardening products, lighting fixtures, you name it, the list goes on. It's kind of the picks and shovels behind the a lot of the MJ stocks, because they all go here to get a lot of their supplies, and so that's what got me into it a couple years ago. But it was founded in 2014, $232 million market cap, high today at 418, a low of 382, 52-week high of 52.80, and a 52-week low of $3.58. Average volume is 1.5 million, volume 1.1 million. So today, 56% buy on this one. Here's a look at their next earnings on August 11th. Here's a little bit of my history. So it looks like it was $9.12 back then. I think my cost basis is about $8. Looks like this one was filled at a buy, so looks like it was maybe trading it at one point in time. So I transferred everything out of Robinhood. I still have GrowGeneration, but looks like I bought some for $8.63. You can see back in August of, so coming up on 2 years ago, and it's half of that price right now. So it'll come back up. Might not be till next summer, but looking at it at these levels, not that I give tax, legal, or trading advice, just state my opinion, but could present a buying opportunity if you're looking to get into this one. But right here it shows that it's a buy with an upside of $8.39. This says dropping fast, 3.77%. The previous close price was $3.98. Short interest in GrowGeneration Corp, GRWG, drops by 14.5%. This is dated on the 17th, so a couple days ago. But they were the recipient of the large decrease in short interest during the month of May. As of May 31st, there was short interest totaling 6,320,000 shares, a decrease of 14.5%. From May 15th, total of 7,390,000 shares. Approximately 11.3% of the shares of the company are sold short, based on an average trading volume of 1,980,000 shares. The short interest ratio is presently 3.2 days. Several analysts have commented on GrowGeneration shares. Alliance Global Partners reduced their price objective on GrowGeneration from $14 to $7. In a research note on Wednesday, May 11th, Wells Fargo dropped their price of GrowGeneration from 8 to 4, so just in half. But it looks like everybody is cutting at 50 to 15. That's just ouch. So this one is a long-term hold. It's going to come back up. So you can see here, institutional investors and hedge funds have recently added to or reduced their stakes in the company, which that isn't good, as long as they buy them back at another time. But feel free to pause and go over the rest of that information. But just wanted to get an updated video out there about GrowGeneration. I'd watched it a time or two, bought some a little while back. Blue Diamond Ventures launches in New Jersey with GrowGeneration. This is, as you can see, dated on the 21st. I talked about Blue Diamond Ventures. Gee, looks like back on January 30th of 2021. I'll go ahead and list that in the comments as well. But Blue Diamond Venture launches in New Jersey with GrowGeneration. So again, they are from Denver, Colorado. Harvest 360 Technologies, a wholly owned subsidiary of Blue Diamond Ventures, ticker BLDV. It trades over the counter. And GrowGeneration, the nation's largest chain of specialty hydroponic and organic garden centers, officially launched the first phase of the New Jersey Next Gen Education and Training Accelerator for micro cultivation MJ licensed applicants. It was an honor to be able to introduce the first 5 teams to be named finalists in the Next Gen by GrowGen program. This is a powerful, comprehensive program being sponsored by GrowGeneration, and it was a joy to see it in action. GrowGeneration has made a commitment of over $500,000 to provide 25 scholarships and additional bonus incentives for grand prize winners who will be selected from the 25 finalists. Next Gen by GrowGeneration is making a difference in New Jersey. On May 17, 2022, GrowGen and Harvest 360 sponsored an expungent event in partnership with Best Buds and the Mid-Atlantic States Career and Education Center in Woodbury, New Jersey. This was the first of a series of Next Gen shops, meetups, and events planned throughout New Jersey in 2022. A little bit more about BLDV. Blue Diamond Venture offers companies a wide array of services related to medical and adult use MJ industry. Our experience provides services for startups as well as established players in the MJ space. A little bit more about Harvest 360. Feel free to pause and go over that. You can find all this right on Yahoo Finance, and we already went over what GrowGeneration is. So, but again, everything can be found right there on Yahoo Finance and links and everything. So, but next is GrowGeneration to open the first hydroponic store in Mississippi, and this is last Wednesday. So they announced the opening of a new store center in Jackson, Mississippi to serve a developing Mississippi market. New store will mark its first location in the city and the company's 64th store location in the United States. The new store will be open on June 27th of 2022. They also signed 2-store lease in North Chesterfield, Virginia, and Hazelwood, Missouri, which will strengthen the company's footprint in new and emerging markets. These stores are expected to be opened in the second half of the current year, taking the number of states the company operates to 16. These new stores will help growers with vertical farming demonstrations and educational support to set up and maintain the state-of-the-art grow operation. So, new 40,000 square feet in Mississippi, so that's going to be a pretty good size one. That's like half the size of a Walmart. So just to give that analogy, put that in contrast in your brain, this kind of shows you the size of it. So they've opened more than 9,000 licensed farms in Oklahoma City, and in the past 3 years since the city legalized medical MJ production, the number has exceeded the licensed farms in California. So you can kind of see all the catalysts going on with GrowGeneration. So they've already ran up to $40 or $50 at one point in time. So I have no doubt in my mind that they'll be able to do that again. So, but their earnings and revenues in March end quarter were impacted by weakness in the MJ industry. Comparable store sales in the quarter slumped 35.5% from the prior year's levels. at its 48 retail locations and e-commerce operations. Company anticipates the ongoing revenue and gross profit headwinds to intensify in the second quarter, despite the weak demand faced by the industry currently. They believe that the long-term prospect of hydroponics remains intact. So, I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to run back up. It's just everything's in a crap zone right now, so if that's a good term, crap zone. So don't wait for legalization for MJ stocks to consider. GrowGeneration, I have to look at some of those. This is IIPR. I've talked about that numerous times around the channel, so talked a lot about a lot of these. So Sundial, there's IIPR again. So Green Lane, Aurora, just did a video. CGC just did a video today. Over here on StockTwits, currently at $3.78, 52-week low of $3.58. So if it goes much lower, I'm gonna definitely buy some more. 52-week high of $52.80, and if things turn around, it could hit that or even half of that by next summer. This stock usually takes off in the summer, so if you can get into it for that and run it up to even $20, you'd have a pretty decent profit. So again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just state my opinion. And over here on MSN Money, currently showing it as a buy with a upside to $8.39. That's all that I have on GrowGeneration. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.